All right, guys, I'm going to go over the first question with you just to make sure that we're all on the same page of how to find the meaning of unknown words. So the first question says, what is the meaning of the word miserable as used on page 19? So the word that we're focusing on is miserable. And my options are delightful, generous, unhappy, and polite. When I look at the word miserable and I break it down, I know that the prefix mis means wrong or incorrect. So when I'm thinking of wrong, automatically unhappy jumps out at me as being something wrong, but I'm not really sure just by that. I need to go back into the story and reread that page to make sure that all the clues are lining up. So I'm going to go back into the story. This is my page number right here, 19. So this is my paragraph I'm going to read. They started training him to carry passengers, and even though he is just a baby dragon, they work him all day and all night too sometimes. They make him carry loads that are much too heavy, and if he complains, they twist his wings and beat him. He's always tied to a stake on a rope just long enough to go across the river. His only friends are the crocodiles, who say hello to him once a week if they don't forget. Really, he's the most miserable animal I have ever come across. When I left, I promised I'd try to help him someday, although I couldn't see how. The rope around his neck is about the biggest, toughest rope you can imagine. With so many knots, it would take days to untie them all. So I'm looking at the word miserable, which is right here. And based off the things that are happening in that paragraph, all of the events sound really bad to me. They're twisting his wings, he's tied but with a rope, he can't go anywhere, and nobody says hi to him. All these things sound really bad, and to me, I would think this animal would be very unhappy, which is my first guess. But before I can pick unhappy for sure, I want to plug it in to make sure that it makes sense. Really, he's the most unhappy animal I have ever come across. So based off all the things that are happening, I think for sure unhappy would be the best answer. So I'm going to go back to my lesson, and I'd pick unhappy. Now moving down, it says what sentence from the text gives you a clue? So going back into the text, I would pick the sentence, they make him carry loads that are much too heavy, and if he complains, they twist his wings and they beat him. To me, that one was the best sentence that shows that he's unhappy, because those are really bad things that are happening to him. So now you guys are going to do the next couple of questions on your own and remember all the thinking steps that I showed you, and you guys will be good to go.